What's up, scholars? I just wanted to run you through how we should be taking information from Wikipedia and Wikicommons and putting it into our slides. So I'm going to run you through, I'm going to mention a couple of little tips and tricks along the way. So I'm hoping there's something in here for everyone, even if you already feel comfortable taking information from Wikipedia. So here is the slide number 3 in your template. You can see I've already changed the theme. To change the theme, one of the places you can come is, I've already got mine pulled up. One of the places you can go to do that is right here in Format Options. Just kidding, that's not how you do it. For whatever reason I couldn't find theme, so I went up here to where it says help, and I'm just going to type in theme. Let's go change theme. And hey, it popped up the theme. Usually it shows up in this toolbar, but for some reason it wasn't. So I picked a theme that I liked. And now I need to go in and edit this slide so that it has information about how climate change impacted the event. So one of the easiest ways to scroll through a Wikipedia article, again, because we're just trying to get the basic overview of all of this information, is to look at the contents of the article. Usually if it's a decent article, it will have bulleted lists here, lists of what's involved. You can see right here under causes it says climate change. So I'm just going to click on that and see what happens when it takes me there. Okay, so it says climate change has led to an increased heat wave and risk of drought in California, creating the conditions for more frequent and severe wildfires. So what we want to do is we don't want to copy and paste that over. Instead, we want to say, what effect did climate change have on the event? We can say climate change led to heat waves and droughts in California. So I haven't copied and pasted, but I've gotten the necessary information from there. I could add more information about how they've observed it, but that's probably good for right now. Now, I want to see if there's other information that's related to climate change. And since I've already done this with this article, I already know. If I scroll up here, this is kind of a big deal, but this shows that 6 of the 20 largest wildfires in California happened during the 2020 wildfire season. So this is really important. I want to show you how to cite this image in your presentation. So we are going to do using Wikicommons. So on each time you click on an image on Wikipedia, when you click on it, it will take you to this page that's just about the image, and we're always going to click on more details. It's going to take us automatically to Wikicommons, where we're going to cite the source. There's a bunch of information below about where it came from and all those kinds of things. Once we get to this page, there's 2 things we want to do. First, we can simply drag and drop this. So in Google Chrome, when you drag and drop, it'll let you actually just pop it right into the into your slide. Oop, yep, I put it in the correct spot. Oh, I'm on the wrong slide. There we go. So I popped it in there. I want to resize it so that it fits nicely. Okay. You want to make it so that when you present it, when someone goes full screen, they should be able to read the whole thing. Each time we do an image, we want to do 2 things. We want to first cite the source. I'll show you how to do that. So here I can just simply go up to the URL and copy it. I'm going to use a shortcut called Command-C or Control-C to copy that link. Most of you know how to do that. And then I'm going to paste it right here. Now I'm going to paste it in kind of a special way. I want to show you a couple of ways to do that. The way I like to do it is to use a keyboard shortcut, Control-K or Command-K. That will let you pop a link in there. So I'll go Command-V to pop the link in. Command-V is paste. And then I'll just type source. I've already got that in there. And it's from Wikicommons. Oops. So because it's an open source public domain image, I'm just going to link to it and say that I got it from Wikicommons. Now, I also want to describe what this says, and so if I go back 1 spot, usually somewhere on here, it will give you the sort of what is this image all about. It's usually right below it in Wikipedia. So it says 6 of the 20 largest wildfires in California were part of the 2020 wildfire season. So that to me is why I picked this one, because that tells me that in California, larger wildfires are tending to happen more often. So I'm going to put here 6 of 20 largest wildfires were during the 2020 season. So from the information from earlier that said that climate change has led to heat waves and drought, and the fact that there have been 6 of the 20 largest wildfires during the season, actually 6 of the top 7 largest wildfires happened last year, tells me that climate change is having an outsized effect on all of this. I want to point out a couple other things that are some best practices for designing a slide. Now, I've already done this for you, but notice that I've bolded that in there. The other thing I want to do is maybe we want to add one more piece of information. And so I'm going to go back over to Wikipedia, and I'm going to do a Command F. What I want to do is do a find in here, and it will just search this web page for what I want. So I'm going to go Command F, and we're going to type in climate. And so here it says with the increased burning of fossil fuels, the climate has changed. The globe is heated by about 1 degree Celsius. So what we can say is that this event, the dryness and the burning of fossil fuels, the increase in CO2, this event, let's say, has been directly linked to climate change. Okay, so during this, I've only used one Wikipedia article, so I'm also going to copy that link, and at the end, I'm going to include it as a source. So I've already done that here since this is my set of exemplar slides, but let me show you how I did that. So if we just paste this in here, it looks kind of gross. If you click on that, you can click this edit here, and we'll edit it to say, Wikipedia, and I've already got it in there, 2020 wildfire season. So it just makes our source slide, I know I've got it in there twice now, it makes our source slide look a lot cleaner when we've got the link, it has text in it instead of just being a random string of characters and numbers. So folks, that is sort of the rundown of how you should be taking information from Wikipedia and putting it into your slides. Thanks so much.